instructional video is for textbook pages 149 through 150. Number 6, it asks, what is the graph of the equation y equals 2x plus 4? So the y-intercept is 4, which is the plus b part of the equation, which means the line crosses the y-axis at the point 0, 4. So we're going to plot the point 0, 4 on the graph. The slope of the line is positive, so it is going to go up from left to right. Our slope is the m value, the 2x. So we start at the y-intercept, and we're going to move up 2, and then we're going to move right 1, because our fraction, rise over run, we can write it as 2. Since we don't have a denominator, we use 1 as our denominator. Up 2 and over 1 to make our new point. And so we're now at the point of 1, 6. You can continue this pattern going up 2 and over 1, connecting our dots to make our straight line. You can continue the pattern the other direction, going 2 and then over 1 to extend your line all the way across the graph. Then we're going to write the equation of the line. To write the equation of the line, we're going to pick out 2 points that we can read clearly. I'm going to pick out this point here at -4, -1, and the point at -2, -2. We set up our fraction as the rise over run, so we would go down 1 and over 2. Since we went down, it is negative. -1 divided by 2 would give us an answer of -0.5 or -1/2 if you leave it as a fraction. And that is the slope of our line, which is the first part of our equation, y equals mx. The last part of our equation, the plus b, is going to come from the y-intercept. The y-intercept is the line that they intersect when on the y-axis, which is the point here at -3. And so -3 is our y-intercept. Equation for the line in slope-intercept form. So again, we're going to pick out 2 points that we can read clearly. I'm going to take this point here at -2, and I'm going to take this point here at 1, 1. Making our triangle and setting up our fraction, rise over run, we had to go up 3, and we had to go sideways 1. Going up means our answer is going to be positive. 3 divided by 1 is 3, which is the first part of our equation, the y equals mx piece. To find the plus b section, which is the y-intercept, we're going to look at our y-axis and see where the 2 lines intersect. And they intersect there at +4. So +4 is our b value, the y-intercept. We're talking about the graph, which is about kayak rentals. The same process applies. We're going to pick out points that we can read clearly. You can use this point here at 30 and 2. And then you can also use the point, and we're going to graph the equation y equals mx plus b. And for the equation, we're going to use y equals 3x and -5. So m represents the slope, and the slope of this graph would be 3. The letter b represents the y-intercept, which would be -5. We put a point at the y-intercept first. So we're going to graph the -5. We're then going to graph the slope using the fraction rise over run. Our slope is 3, so that's our rise value. We don't have a denominator, so we're going to use a denominator of 1. So starting at -5, we're going to go up 3 and over 1 to plot our new point. We can follow that pattern again, up 3 because it's positive, and over 1 to connect our point, drawing our straight line across all the way through the graph. with $25 in her bank account and spent $5 each day. The line shows the amount of money in her bank account. She incorrectly wrote an equation for the line in slope-intercept form as y equals negative 5x plus 5. What is the correct equation for the line in slope-intercept form? So again, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. M is our rate of change, or our slope, which is the $5 per day. So y equals 5x. However, because she is spending money, it is going to be a negative 5x. So she did get that part of the equation correct. The second part of the equation should be the b value, which is our y-intercept, or our starting point. 25 is her starting amount, and so 25 is our y-intercept, and it is a positive 25. For part B, what mistake might Amy have made? Amy divided the $25 by the $5 each day. But the initial value, or the y-intercept, is the starting amount, and she started with $25. So that's where she made her mistake. For number 12, we have a graph with information on the cost of ordering concert tickets online. It gives us 2 points, so we're going to use our box method. We have 0 and 12.25, which is paired up with 1 and 33.25. And when you're using your box method, we want to find the patterns in the table. The first pattern, 0 to 1, is going to go as a positive 1. And then going from 12.25 to 33.25 is going up $21. We set it up as a fraction, y over x. 21 divided by 1 is 21. So it is going to cost $21 to buy a ticket, which is why it says up here in the little image, 1 ticket costs $21. Our initial value, where it crosses the y-axis, 0 and 12.25, is the processing fee. That is the starting amount. It's the extra money that has to be paid when you buy tickets. And so our total is going to be y equals 21x, so $21 per ticket, plus the $12.25 processing fee. Part B, how can you explain how to write an equation for this situation without using a graph? You can use the box method. To find your pattern and divide to find the slope. Is this graph a good representation of the situation? Yes, it accurately represents the data. Number 13, what should you do first to graph the equation y equals 2/5 x minus 1? The first thing we do is graph the y-intercept. So answer D, plot a point at the y-intercept. -1 is our first step. For number 14, we're going to write an equation for the line in slope-intercept form. So we're going to pick out the points that we can read clearly. I'm going to go with 6 and 2, connecting my dots using my triangle, setting up my fraction as rise over run. We have to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. So going down 4 is negative, and then sideways 2. -4 divided by 2 is -2. That is my slope and represents the first part of my equation, y equals mx. The y-intercept, the plus b part of the equation, comes from the y-axis. The y-axis is located here at 0.8, and so we would put a positive 8 at the back of the equation, representing b, the y-intercept.